welcome to Christy's Stampin' Spot. I'm Christy. I am so glad that you are here today, and we're going to play with the new Flowering Flowers, which is one of the new stamp sets that is in our new January to June mini catalog. So I'm very excited to play with this. I love this stamp set. So let me go ahead and get started. I'm so glad you guys are here. Let me go and turn you down. We have kind of configured my craft room. So hopefully everything is, I'm not sure I've got everything in the right place, but I'm hoping. So you guys can see behind me is more of my stamps and not all my cards, which are over here now on my right. Anyway, these are kind of we're going to make a variation of these today. Let's see if I can make this go up higher. These, I love, 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 love this stamp set. So pretty. Almost like it's almost a little glary for that light. I think maybe my one light is a little too much. Let me see if I can turn that one down so it's not over blind, you guys. Let me see if I turn this one light off, if that helps, if that's too dark. Now I have a shadow. Maybe that works. That's a little bit better, yeah. There you go. Can you guys see that purple? So this is in the Glorious Grape. And then this one I did in Coastal Cabana. And I think I'm going to actually make a variation of this one, but I'm going to do it in the polished pink. And I'm going to show you how to make your own designer series paper. We have some gorgeous designer series paper that is in our new mini catalog. But I love this stamp set. It's distinctive, so beautiful. And I found that it just works so lovely to make a background. So I'm very excited. So let me go ahead and get started. If you're one of my customers, you guys should have gotten these in the mail this last week, in the last 2 weeks. I can't show you guys the inside yet. There's so much awesomeness. Now this goes live January 4th, so I'll be able to show you that. And also my newsletter will be the PDF, so you guys can see it online. And then if you need a copy, make sure you email me and I can get one out to you if you want a physical copy. I love the physical copies. And then the celebration begins, and that means the celebration, if you're new to Stampin' Up! Or Celebration, it is where with every $50 or $100 order, you can earn free exclusive products that are just with every $50 order. So, and there's 2 different price points. There's some awesome stuff. Like, I can't wait to show you guys so many cute things in the celebration. But this is only from January to February. So, but the mini catalog will be here until June, which is awesome. So we have a little bit of lap between when we get our new annual catalog. Oh my gosh, already stuff. Oh, I love everything in this catalog. They used to be AKA the Occasions catalog, and they're really bad. Like, as much as I love all of the holiday stuff, it's like every set I want in the January to June. It's so gorgeous, so gorgeous. So we are still doing our the mini catalog. There's still a few things that you can get in the holiday mini, and it goes until July to January 3rd. So if there's anything you want, make sure you go on to the online store and check and use my host code, and get that. If there's anything on there that you see you want, make sure you get it right away, because it's always while supplies last, and then when they're gone, it's gone. But there are still a few fabulous things in here, and on my also on my website, you can see the carryover list. So some of the things are going to stay. Wow, look at that. See, so it does have a shadow. I'm going to have to play with this. I don't know. Still a little bit of a shadow. I don't know. I might have to turn that back on. I have to try to change something. So we've just moved some of the lights around, because I've actually rotated my desk. So it's very different. It's a little bit different in here. Hopefully you guys can see pretty good. Okay, so I love the stamp set. It is called the Flowering Flowers. I know, not the best name, but oh my gosh, the stamp set. So it has a just a note, a happy birthday, a thank you, I like you, time for a happy dance, and sending a card instead of a text, which is super cute. But I love these floral images so much. And I know people say, oh, I already have lots of floral flowers. Oh my gosh, these are so beautiful. So beautiful. And they are red rubber. And I actually was playing with them yesterday, and I actually used my sponge daubers to add color to them, which is super awesome. It's a little bit more of a technique. We're gonna just use the color, and I'm gonna show you how to just use it to make these gorgeous backgrounds. Love, it's so fabulous. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, so I am going to make a gorgeous grape and a polished pink. I'm going to start with the gorgeous grape, and I'm going to use some Highland Heather ribbon and just some basic white. So I need some basic white scrap. And then I'm going to actually, like I said, I'm going to create my own designer series paper with it, sort of, like, so our own panel. And then I'm using the, I love these. These are like my favorite go-to. It's the Stitch So Sweetly. So if you haven't gotten these dies yet, you totally need them. They're so fabulous. So they have these fabulous stitched scalloped rectangles, which are really nice. But then they have these fabulous layering ones right here. And I actually use these two, I think, probably the most out of all of my dies. They are so fabulous. You can use them for any kind of card, and they just fit the sentiments. They're so awesome. I just love the way that layers. It's fantastic. So it's kind of my go-to, my go-to of all of the dies. I think, like I said, I use it the most. Okay, so I've just started with a gorgeous grape card base, and it is, see if I make this down, take it out of the, just a little bit. It is the 8.5 by 11, and I've just cut it, so it's 11, but I've cut it at the 4.25, and just scored it at 5.5, so that I love these top fold cards. The pictures are better. I don't know why. Eventually, I'll probably go back to wanting to do like the regular book style, but luckily, all of mine, my normal card bases will fit, right? So the card bases will fit whether it's an open or if it's a top fold, right? It's still the same measurement here, so they all layer the same. So if you don't like the top fold and you really like the book fold, then no worries, you can have that too. It will fit on there as well. Okay, so you will need a piece of basic white and some scratch paper. The basic white, I've got it cut at my normal 4.25 by 4 by 5.25, and then I have a piece of Highland Heather that's going to be my layer, and so it's just like the 1/8 layer base that goes on top. So it is going to be the 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And let me see if I can see if, oh, there's my daughter. Hi, Natalie. Awesome. So she is checking to make sure. I have to make sure to check the comments. I do have my phone here, but it just not, I was always having so much trouble getting it to go on, but I will try to check for comments later. So if I miss your comment, I will go make sure I go back on later and say hi. Anyway, so you start with that, and we're going to build our own. So I'm actually going to use this one right here, this big, wow, that is lovely, shiny, right there, that big one. I love it so much. And like I said, these are distinctive stamps, so I need to mount my stamp on here. I love, it is red rubber, but it is the distinctive. So I have found that when you do your distinctive, it's better to actually stamp here. Now you can, with your ink, you don't want it to be like super juicy. You can also use your bone folder to kind of mush, or the back of the spoon and mush the ink away. But I've actually found that it's just better if you load your ink this way, just like that. So instead of doing it this way, which is normal way, you usually do that way. And then I'm just going to stamp it. So they always say that it's best to do it in threes, like when you're building your space. Oh, let's see, I almost did it the wrong way again. Look how gorgeous that is. Can you guys see that? Oh, so beautiful. in threes to kind of make your paper. So I'm just going to stamp it with this, and then we're going to use the other one on top, the smaller one. Start with this one. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, can you see how gorgeous? So pretty. So pretty. Let's see if I can make it go. Sure, I'm clicking the wrong right thing. There we go. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Okay. Then I'm going to add a little. See, I almost did it. So that's the thing, is you get used to doing it one way. And then it's hard to go back. So I'm just going to add the ink on the edges, the flower, so you can get this whole. So I've already cut it to the size. So this is the size of my card front. So I want to make sure that I get as much coverage of this big flower that I can on here. And then clean my stamp off. I love my chamois. It's so dark and yucky, but it works so nice. So nice. Then I need my other. My block away. Other block, and we're going to use this trio right here. The trio. It's like 3 little flowers. We're going to do it on top. And again, this is hardest part is going to be reminding me to do it this way. Now you can stamp off, right, if you want it less, but because this is a distinctive stamp, it already has a variation of color already built into the stamp. So I found that I didn't even need to do that. I didn't need to stamp off. I just stamped it onto my page, my panel here. And it's okay that it overlaps because of the texture. This looks so pretty. I was surprised. So I was making another kind. I was trying to make another card. I was meeting with some of my friends on Zoom when we were getting together and stamping, and I was trying to make this card with one of these fabulous, one of the new celebration. We have some really pretty celebration papers with this, and I was just like, oh, I don't know, it's not really. I don't know why it's not really doing it for me. And then I was like, maybe I should just stamp it. It's just so pretty. I'll just stamp a bunch. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this makes the best background. I changed what I was doing. I was like, this is what I'm going to show you guys today. So pretty. So if you see, I've like covered all the white space, pretty much all the white space with the flowers. Isn't that beautiful? And it is gorgeous, and it definitely has the different variations of the color, just because it's a distinctive stamp. So this is a pretty easy to make this card, right? So you just stamp that all on there, and then, oops, I got the wrong glue. I need to just throw that glue away. Like, ooh, I want to get it all out, all the glue. Go. I'm just going to add it to my Highland Heather panel layer here. I do like the glue because it does give me a little bit of time to move it around a little bit so that I get it on there really nice. It's so pretty. Oh, love, love, love. Okay. Now, before I put it on here, I'm going to use my Stamp and Seal. And above, it's above the halfway mark. So up here at the top. So if this is the halfway mark, I put the Stamp and Seal above that. That's actually where I'm going to wrap the ribbon. And I'm going to use this. I love this gorgeous. It's a gross grain Highland Heather metallic ribbon. It's so pretty. So pretty. I love it. And it's very shiny and shimmery. Okay, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to wrap it so I want it to be. So on this one, I wrapped it a little bit too low. I didn't like how low that looked. So I definitely wanted to make sure I wrapped it a little bit higher here. I like it when it's a little bit higher, but it might be a little too high. So I'm going to wrap it before I put it down on the card base. scissors. It's such a pretty ribbon. Love, love, love. It's very sparkly. But it is a little bit hard to make a big bow with it. So I did make a bow. I think it was sitting here on my desk. Because I was thinking, like, oh, I want to make sure I put a bow on it. But see, it's kind of thick. It's kind of a thick for the bow. So I decided I was just going to just add flowers instead of a bow, which I think turned out pretty nice. I kind of like the way that looked on there. Okay, so now that I've got that wrapped around, going to add this to here. So I hope everyone had a lovely holiday. Whether you celebrate Christmas, or just got together with family, everyone had a lovely time. We had a really fabulous day here. It was super windy on Christmas Eve, so we didn't get to put our luminaries out. Our neighborhood didn't put the luminaries out. We actually lost one of our blowy uppy things in the front yard. But luckily it calmed down, and so the next day, so we just postponed it. So Christmas Day, we actually, on Christmas Day evening, we put out the luminaries, and it was still gorgeous. And we did do right around the neighborhood and all the neighborhoods and looked at all the Christmas lights. We usually do that Christmas Eve, but we just moved it, and it was nice. We had a lovely dinner. My son actually went and had brunch with his girlfriend's family, and then we had steak and fried potatoes. I love fried potatoes for dinner, and an early dinner, and then we went to the movies. We went and saw Sing 2, which is so good, so good. We always go to the movies for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it was also fun. So now I'm going to use the gorgeous grape, and I'm going to stamp on here my sentiment. Like, this is the basic white with just put that aside. And I have a happy birthday and a thank you. Let's do this thank you. It's so pretty. Oh, I did the other one thank you, so I'll do this one. Happy birthday. There's also just the note, which is nice. It's a super cute set. I really like it. I love these flowers, though. The flowers are just gorgeous. Okay, I need to get in here. I did not put my, set it back down. Here it is. So I have all of my things I've had to change on my desk. I'm not sure how I like it. Now, the happy birthday is just barely, like, it kind of goes off on this one. It's not exactly. I want to make sure I get most of it because there's a big swoop on the happy. So it goes off a little tiny bit. So if that bothers you, then you probably won't use that one. The thank you fit's really snugly, but I don't know. It still looks pretty good. I like it. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Love it, love it. Okay. And then we gonna mount that. So I'm just gonna glue this to a gorgeous grape that I did with the other piece of the Stitch So Sweetly die. Just glue that onto here. I'm gonna use pretty. Oh, it just layers so nice. Layers so nice. It's so pretty. So this is a great design for anything, whether you're making your own or using your own or using designer series paper. This is a really great design for any card that you're going to make. Whether it's happy birthday or thank you, even sympathy, this is a great layout and one that I use a lot. I love it. So pretty. And I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals to put on here. Dimensionals on here. Then we're going to stamp and make our little, I'm going to do a little bit of fussy cutting. So this is a standalone stamp set that's in the new mini catalog. And so it doesn't have a set of dies that match. So it is a fussy cut, but you know, I love fussy cutting. So if you don't like fussy cutting, you can always stamp it on something else. On the label, you could probably just stamp it right here before I glued it on, and that would be pretty. But I'm going to do two things on this. So I love on mine to do these little strips. So what I could have done was I was going to cut these and just have them out for me to stamp, and I don't know why I forgot. I'll just show you how I usually do it. Or you could have stamped this a bigger, so with the extra on the end, and just have to stamp it once, and then just when you and then trim this down, because I like to add that on. Plus, we want to do these flowers. So I'm going to just do the edge. So I only need an inch of edge here. All I need is an inch. Oops, I did it the wrong way. I'm so used to doing it the other way. But it does look better when you do it this way. And do this. And then I'll get my cutter out here. I'm just going to add that to here. And make this one size a little bit bigger. I need about an inch of this to make the edges. And then I need to do another set of 3. That I'm going to cut out. So one of the things too that this with these stamps that I've noticed, because it kind of has like a texture, it has a little bit of a texture with the distinctive. So if you want to even it out or kind of change a little bit of the color, which I've actually done on here, I use my blender pen, and you can get these in the main. These are in the annual catalog in sets of 3. And I was just checking to make sure I got the one that was wet. And see, if you add it, if you use this to blend, just lightens and kind of moves the color around a little bit. It lightens it. It actually brightens with the gorgeous grape a little bit. So it has, with this stamp set, it has a little bit of lines on this one that's the 3. The texture is a little bit more noticeable. So if you don't use your blender pen, you can also do the same thing with your Wink of Stella. The Wink of Stella will also pick up some of the classic ink, and you can move it around and a little bit too. This is just a little bit. And that's all you have to do. Off. And then I'm going to use my scissors and fussy cut this out. Fussy cut these out, and so I'm gonna keep these 2 together, and I'm gonna cut the small one and put the small one on top. I think on one of the other ones I did I kept these 2 together and put the biggest one on top. This time I think I'm just gonna keep the two bigger flowers together, and I'm just gonna fussy cut out all the little speckles that are super cool. I love all that texture, but for these flowers I'm not gonna use them. So I'm just gonna, it would be super, you know, to be super accurate, right? You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I am going to just kind of swoop it around. This one you do have to cut apart a little bit to get that bottom one off, little one off. And then, I just love that. They're so cute. I do love fussy cutting. And this set definitely lends to that. One of the cards I was also making is I cut the big one. I used the daubers to add color to the actual stamp, and then I fussy cut the whole bloom out. It turned out so pretty. So I'm going to add this, just like that, and then I'm going to put this one on top. So this one you have to shape a little bit when you cut the little one, because it is kind of tucked under. But like I said, it doesn't matter because these are not perfectly shaped. They're kind of abstract shaped, which is kind of part of their charm. So you don't have to worry about it not being super symmetrical. Just make it rounded edges a little bit. Super nice. So we did finish our Oliver movie advent calendar. And I think they're going to change it for next year. They were like, what we saw a little bit. Too many movies they weren't sure they wanted to see. So on the bottom one, the little one, I think I want to use, I'm going to put that big one on there, but I think I need a little piece. Definitely use these edges. These edges are great, or even if you cut your dimensionals apart. You can also use a mini as well. A mini is stamped and dimensional. And you'd want that for the little one. But I'm just going to use glue dots for to add this to my label here, to my sentiment. Well, what's funny is some of these glue dots, I don't know if you guys get the mini glue dots. I love them, but so some of them they're on the inside and some of them are on the outside where you can get them. I have two, I think, on my desk, and they go in different directions. So I have to look at it first to see how it goes. There we go. All right, so let's see. Kind of want it to go to the side, just like that. Like I said, I have this. Before I put that on, I'm going to use my Wink of Stella and add a little bit of wink to there to make that extra shiny. Let me add this on top. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Love, love, love. And then for our front, I'm going to use these brand new. These are iridescent rhinestones. Oh my gosh, these are so great. So if you're a fan of those opal rounds, these are like those, but they are shaped more like the gilded gems. So they kind of have, they're more of like a gem shape on the top. So cool. Really need to use that. Add those. So these don't pop as much on purple, but you can see the shimmer when you're up close. It's so pretty. Love, love, love. Got those two, and then I'm going to use a tiny one. Put that on the flower. Just like that. So now we've got our card front done. Isn't that pretty? Oh. And so when you can move it, you can really see that. These fabulous iridescent. I love these. Iridescent rhinestones. They're so nice. So fabulous. Okay, so then we need to do the inside and the back. So you know how I always like to do the back of the card. So let's do, I can do the part that I can do, and then I'll make the edge. So I'm going to put the happy birthday on my back, just like that. And then I'm going to use the, oh, it's got to go this way. And I'm just going to put it right here in the middle. Oh, so pretty. Okay. Clean that off. Clean the happy birthday off. I did not. I always have to make sure I clean these off because otherwise I will always set something down in it. Always, always. And then let me grab my cutter that's behind me. My paper trimmer is right here. And so I'm going to take the sheet that we did, and I'll do the same thing when we do the other. And I'm just going to do a 1/2 inch. Wait, no, it's right here. I only almost did a. I don't think this is 8. So let me do another 1 inch. You can pick the side that you like the most. And I usually do a 1/2 inch by 4. This way I have it matching on the inside and back of my card. So awesome. We'll do the same thing for the pink one too. And so then we can add the strip to the back. pretty. Oh, so awesome. Oh, it's that. So awesome. Love, love, love. And then, let's see, what did I do with my, here it is right here. Let's get that. It's great. Ah, so pretty. Oops. Actually, I didn't get that on there just right. There we go. And then, oh, now we can do the inside. And so the inside is, let's make sure I have the right measurement. I think it's smaller. Yeah, it's the smaller. And then for this one, you want to do the happy birthday again on the inside, or you can do one of your others, like sending a card instead of a text. So we can do that. We can put that one on there instead of the happy birthday. Another sending a card instead of a text. Ooh, it needs to be on a bigger. Look. Nice. Oh, it's because it's Highland Heather. Like, why is this not as dark as I want it? Because I had the Highland Heather out and not my gorgeous grape. Here it is. So I checked that because I didn't want it to be. That's why I used the wrong color on the back. Here we go. Sending a card instead of a text. And then we will put some pretty flowers right here in the corner. That. And then add our strip to the inside. This. And then we'll add it to the inside. Just like that. Oops. I didn't realize I got this off center. Oh! I had it like too far on one side. Did the same thing again. On. So it hangs off. Have it hang off the sides. It wasn't hanging off the one side. There we go. Yay! All right, I fixed it. That pretty? And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Wink of Stella. Oops, Wink of Stella again. And it's so pretty how it changes the ink a little bit, especially with the gorgeous grape. I find that it really does change the ink just a little. It lightens it, makes it more pink. But I really love the Wink of Stella and the gorgeous grape. So, and there we go. So there is our first card. Not pretty? That's the purple. Happy birthday. It's so pretty. Love. Oh, I love that. It's a fun text too, or font. And then sending a card instead of a text. It's a fun font. Really like that. It's so cute. Oh, love, love, love. Okay, so let me show you guys how to do that. We'll do that one more time with you guys. Let's see. You will be able to make it for yourself very easily. I love these. Let's do it with the pink. This time we'll do it in the polished pink. So this is one of our in colors. Relatively new in colors. So the other ones, the magenta and the cider and the bumblebee, those actually will be retiring. If those are colors that you love, Misty Moonlight, Just Jade, love those colors. And they are going to be retiring in May with this catalog, with our current annual catalog when the new catalog comes out. So if those are colors that you love, you want to make sure you get, you haven't gotten your refill yet for those colors, definitely get that. Don't wait. Okay, so then, we need the bigger one. And oh wait, no, this is the white. That's the bigger one. That's the 1/8. And then, so for this one, instead of using the secondary color, like I did here with the Highland Heather, I'm going to actually use white. So it's white on white, except for you won't be able to tell because I'll have colored all over this. But I'm going to use this fabulous white ribbon. So this is a frayed white ribbon. So remember we had that gorgeous pink frayed ribbon. This one is white, and it's a little bit thicker. This is 3/4, so it's really nice and wide. It makes a great band across. So that's when we're going to use this one. And so I've got a piece of white that I've cut. So in the same way I did with the purple, the gorgeous grape, for the polished pink, it is it's 8.5 by 11, so it's 11, and then I've cut it at 4 1/4 and scored at 5.5. And then I'm going to have a basic white layer that I'm going to put down, which is just 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And of course, I'll have all these measurements up on my blog. So then this time we're going to use the polished pink. So on the other card, I used the Coastal Cabana. It's super pretty. I don't normally do like the color, only one tone colors, but it looks so pretty with this stamp set because of the it's distinctive. Like I said, make sure you stamp it this way. And can you guys see that? Oh, it's so pretty. So I'm going to start on this side. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. So it's very easy to make, and you can do this with any of your stamps. It doesn't have to be distinctive. It helps to have like a really big stamp set, big image to start with. And then, like I said, you make it into 3s, and then you can add it. It makes, you can make your own designer series paper. Very easy, or pretty panel. And then if you don't have a lot, I've only used one color here. As you can see, with just one color, it really has in the pink, right? You can see it has different shades of pink, and that's because it is a distinctive stamp set. So the way that they have these designed is so that it actually has that really fabulous variation in color like built into the stamp. So it does all the work for you, which is really awesome. So pretty, so pretty. Love it so much. So I was very excited when I saw this in the catalog. So remember to do it this way. It really is so much better to do it this way. To put the ink on the stamp instead of the stamp in the ink. It really does make a big difference on how great the image comes out. Like I said, I'm just adding to here. And then I mentioned you can use your Stampin' Write markers. You can actually color onto your red rubber, or you can use the daubers and add the ink directly too. Just remember, you don't use your Stampin' Blends because those are alcohol markers. Those are for coloring. You'll just color your red rubber. They're not the same as the Stampin' Write markers. Stampin' Write markers are the same ink that's in our classic pads. So that's why they matches so awesome. So I've got a couple of, you can leave more white if you'd like. I just like to really cover it up. So pretty. Oh, so awesome. Okay. Looks so good with that pink too. Okay. And that's easy and gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So just like I did with the gorgeous grape, this is the polished pink. Let's see if I can, again, pull you guys closer. see all that gorgeous variation of color? And that's just using the polished pink and this beautiful, the flowering flower stamp. It does all that gorgeous variation for you. So pretty, so gorgeous. Okay, and then I will this time, uh, instead of doing it separately, I will go ahead and do these really quick because remember I want to make sure that I have, oh, I did it backwards again. Need the strips. So depending on how you, if you already have your 4 by 5 1/4 panels, if you already have like those already cut up, and you can use your scrap paper to do it like I've just done it. To do, if you want to add, make a little bit left, or you can always start with a much bigger piece of paper and then cut it down your panel, which you totally could have done too. It's probably what I should have done, but I didn't. I already had the panel cut. Then I was like, ooh, I need pieces for the inside and the back of the card. I just love to have it all matchy-matchy. Which is like the best part of Stamp It Up, is that all the colors match. And this is just such a beautiful stamp set. I just love it so much. So, and this was going to be available on January 4th in my online store. And I'll have details up on my blog. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Okay. And then I need another one of these so we can cut it out. Just like that. Oh, so pretty. Okay, now I clean that up. Okay, so now let's build our card. So like I said, I'm going to put this, mount this on the white, and then I'm going to wrap it with a piece of the white, this, the basic white frayed ribbon. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, so first I'm going to mount some glue. I do like glue. You can use any of your favorite adhesive, but I really do need, I have a little bit of trouble getting my stuff to be perfect. And the glue does give you a little bit of time. If you're like super humid, you have to make sure that you get it on there, stick really nice so it doesn't go all. Because if you are too quick with it, then you can move your panel, which I have actually done before. Okay, and then you want to use your stamp and seal. I actually love the seal for this. You don't have to. You can use a glue dot. Don't use glue. I wouldn't try using glue because it's not as it takes too long to dry. It's a little bit too high. And again, I like to do it like right above the middle. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it is so pretty. And it feels so nice. So it's a little bit like it's not really great for bows because it is so thick unless you can make really big fat bows. Well, I guess it's not too bad. But it's not, I usually have space for like tiny bows, not like really big fat chunky bows. If you like the big fat chunky bows, this is such a soft ribbon. I like it a lot. It's so soft. I would say it colors really pretty too. Although with this white with the frayed, it's so pretty. No, it looks really nice. It's just really huge. It's like it would be a huge bow, not like a tiny bow. And I usually make tiny bows. But it makes it really great for, instead of like using a piece of designer series paper or cardstock that you have embossed maybe, it makes a nice little, like I said, this is one of my favorite layouts. So it does make a nice transition breakup from the top to the bottom of the card. So nice. It is a very soft ribbon. It's so pretty. Again, it is available starting January 4th in my online store. And I think I want to mention, I have on my blog from yesterday, I had the hedgehog, did the happy hedgehogs, and there is a bundle with that one. And just let you guys know, especially with the punch bundles or any of the dies, if there's something that you guys love, don't wait. Like, get it right away. Um, because of how bad our all of the supply issues and stuff are. If there's something you want, don't wait. Get it right away. Because I can't guarantee. Stampin' Up! Does not do the back orders anymore because it just can't guarantee when it's going to come in. They don't want you to spend money on something and then have to wait and wait and wait and wait forever. So make sure that, oh, you know what, I'll make this one just a note. It's so cute. Oh, love, love, love. Okay, let's take the text off. Just a note. And so definitely get it if you want it because they're not doing back orders anymore. You don't want to have to wait. It's like the best part about being a demonstrator is we don't have to wait as long. So we can pre-order some stuff so we can get it sooner, which is awesome. That's what I like. So I just stamped it right there in the middle, just like we did with the other one. I'm just going to mount it to my polished pink leather stitch label here. This looks so pretty. It's such a cute. And then we'll just put the flowers right there. Isn't that awesome? So this is super simple, but fabulous. But you can use it with like any of your stamps, actually, where you can make your own designer series paper with it. Panel. You can use. What did I do with that other set here? And then use that set of label dies are so fantastic because you can put just about. You can use it for just about anything, and even for masculine cards to write their happy birthday. And it's a great layout. So it's definitely one that I like a lot. That I come back to because, especially when I'm getting to know a stamp set, or if you have to make a card quickly, or just want to have some generally on hand. This is a great layout. It's a great layout. So pretty. I love the stamp set. It really is. It's such a gorgeous image. So pretty. So pretty. And again, you just use one, the stamp. Just make sure you stamp it upside down, right? Where you put the ink on the stamp instead of the stamp on the ink. Okay, so now we need to cut out our flowers. And Fussy cut these out. And this time I'll do it the other way. I'll keep the small one and then put the big one on top. Like I said, when you use your blender pen, or you can actually just use the glitter. I actually did both because I smoothed out the color and then added glitter on top with the blender pen or Wink of Stella. I love the Wink of Stella. But if you don't like it, because it does have a little bit of a pattern. So I don't know if you guys can see the pattern on this one. It's not really noticeable on the bigger stamp here. It is a little bit, but not as much as it is on these ones. So I was thinking as I was making these, the focal on the front, I really did like to kind of even out the color with my blender pen. And blender pens are also awesome for color pencils. So if you've got our color pencils, you can use them to like also even out the stroke of your pencils. The pencil lines works really nice. You can also use it by just picking up ink from your ink pad. You can make a well on the top of your ink pad and use it like a marker and add it in color. Blender pens are really a really great tool to have. And then when they're done and they're all dried up and you've used them all up, I always keep it for bleach. One of these days I'll have to get the bleach technique out. I always use them if you're going to use bleach. Bleach, especially if you use like the colored cardstock, which will look really good on this polished pink. And yeah, they're really deep colored cardstocks, you add the you use bleach to make it like really to the absence of color. It's kind of a fun technique. What did I just do with my blender pen? I was chatting about it. Here it is right here. Let's see. I don't think I did. Blend it. And Stella. Oh. It does work better too if you do it right away and not wait until the ink is dry. You want to do it when the ink is wet. So right after you stamp it, you want to use your blender pen on it. It works better that way. Okay, so now I want my stamp it glue dot. See, it's on this side. I don't know what I did with the other one. The other one I had it, they're on this side. So it throws me. Anybody else had seen that where they're on different sides? I don't know. It's like they got a shipment of it on the different side. They still work fabulous though. Okay. So now these ones I use, like I said, are the small. And this one is the bigger one. Right. And you can use a full stamp dimensional. But I'll still cut it. So there's some that are like bigger on the edges. I love using all of my dimensionals. Oh, that's so cool. Go! Yay! Look at that. Awesome sauce. Okay, and we need to add the iridescent gem. Are they jewels? Iridescent rhinestone jewels. Add a medium-sized one now on here. This one's bigger. They're nice. These are so gorgeous. I love these. These are going to be my new. And of course, if you like, you can always add more jewels or put the jewels on the flowers if you wanted them in a specific way. I just kind of added them on here randomly. So I have a little bit extra bling because I love the bling. Very pretty. And then we just have to do our inside. So even though it's just a note, it's super cute. It's such a lovely stamp set. And then I don't need to put anything on the inside except for this piece. Let's do that. So I'm gonna grab my paper trimmer again. I love my paper trimmer. So if you've had our other paper trimmer, the one that we had before, they had the track here used to pop out. We could change it. So sometimes you get stuff in here and you can clean it, and you definitely should clean, especially if you get any kind of sticky on here. I just use like one of these brushes, a paintbrush. I think I got this one at IKEA, but you can get them at like the Dollar Tree or whatever. And just make sure I get all the paper out of the track so that it's smooth. I find that helps. And then I said I want a 1/2 inch strip. Pretty. Oh, so pretty. Go. And so you can always pick which side you like. If you want more white or you want more color. I always want more color. Go, and I do them before. And then we can add it to the inside and the back of our card. So lovely. Okay, so I want to do pink. Again, make sure you stamp it this way. It's gorgeous, distinctive. Go. And then we need glue. What did I do with my glue? Did I move it out of the way? I totally did. And my strip of, so that really is like, go. It looks so pretty. Matchy matchy. I love how matchy matchy it is. Make sure you glue it to the right side. I have on multiple occasions not paid attention and like put it on this side. So make sure you put it on the right inside layer that's supposed to go in the right place. A little bit of glue extra. Go. Gorgeous. Oh, so gorgeous. Well, I guess I should need to go back out again, didn't I? Okay. And I'm gonna have to figure out another way to make that the color is not as it's not so bright. I do have this here, hoping that that would help it, but oh, it's so pretty. Add just the note to the top. Awesome. And then add this to the bottom. And you, of course, can do this in all of your favorite colors. You try to do multiple colors also. So I like, I'm not always into the matte, where it's all one color. It's monochromatic. But man, this set, because it makes the flowers so beautiful. It works so lovely. Here we go. Let's get those out. Stick that on there. I did not add the wink to the inside. Should you add that? It's so pretty. Love the wink of Stella. Just kind of randomly. So pretty. Love all that glitter. And there you go. How awesome is that? So this one is a gorgeous grape. Here is in polished pink, and I just used that one color, and it looks like I used multiple colors on there. Or even stamping off, it works so much better. And the name of the stamp set is Flowering Flowers, and this will be available starting January 4th. So exciting. I cannot wait. I love this. And you can get the stitched so sweetly now in my online store if you don't have that already. Totally. These are so beautiful. So gorgeous. I love them all so very much. This is just one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I'm going to use this one, I'm sure. It'll help ease that transition from the sadness of the end of another catalog. And saying goodbye to all our mini stuff. But if there is still stuff that you want, you have until January 3rd to get it. Make sure you use my host code. And if you spend $50, I will send you a pack of basic jewels with your thank you card as a thank you from me. Also, we have, the paper pumpkin is going on now. We just got our punny one, but it's called Kisses and Hugs is our next paper pumpkin, and you have until January 10th to subscribe to that. And I think it's sometime at the end of January, we're going to actually have an add-on, which are these cute little boxes that match. It's so adorable. Like it looks like it's got that gold accent. It's so pretty. So that we have looking forward to in January. And as well as our last chance stuff, I also want to mention one last time the Ever Eden Garden. So it's Eden's Gardens collection. So the stamp set and the dies will be in the new catalog, but that gorgeous specialty paper and the cotton paper, as well as those garden gems, those will be only available until January 3rd. So if you haven't gotten those yet, or you want to get some more, especially those gems, oh, I love those gems. You have until January 3rd to get those, and or while supplies last. So unless they sell out between now and then. But the stamp set and the dies will be available in the next catalog, and it will be, I think it is offered still at the bundle price. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick one, sneak peek into the new January to June mini catalog. If you need anything before then, make sure you use my host code. You can find stuff in the online store. And then I hope you guys enjoyed today's cards with the flowering flowers and our um, the gorgeous grape, and that one is in the polish pink. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Like I'm not forgetting which way it goes. Awesome. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and the rest of your week, and Happy New Year. I hope everyone has a safe and a fun Happy New Year. So bye guys. Happy crafting.